Meeting, and now I'm meeting with you to exit from you and enjoy life a little bit. We're going to head down to New York City and root the Gophers on, and maybe we can win a championship in New York. You know, this was a very exciting season, and the NCAA tournament, every year I'm in it, I think it gets more and more exciting. Maybe the coverage is more extensive, and the replays and everything, but every single game just blows me away. That Wisconsin game was incredible. The Kentucky game was unbelievable. The Connecticut game was unbelievable. Just what goes on in college basketball. It's by far the greatest month of any sporting event because no one has any clue to who's going to win. Now, it is a game of matchups. It is a game of matchups. That's why, you know, we played so well against Connecticut this year. And it'll be very, very interesting going forward if two teams I think could possibly win will face each other maybe for a fourth time. And so it's going to be very exciting to see. Kudos to Kentucky and Florida and Wisconsin. It was very, very, very nice to see Bo Ryan get there. I didn't realize he never got there before. Thought he did one at a time. And for a guy that's paid his dues so long, to get there is just an unbelievable thing for him and Wisconsin, and certainly Connecticut. You know, they got a chance to play in the Garden. You know what that's like going against Syracuse in the Garden. When you go against Connecticut, it's the same thing. But it had to be very, very exciting for them, so congratulations on 4 of those teams. I was real pleased with this year. What you hope as a coach is that the players play up to their potential. And our team, all season long, played up to their potential, took no one lightly, respected everyone, and played their butts off for every possession of the season. And I was very pleased with that, very excited, winning a regular season championship, a tournament championship, and certainly going to a Sweet 16, and playing a great game against Kentucky. But Kentucky causes major problems for anybody on the backboard, as you all witnessed yesterday. And Wisconsin's plus 1-3 on the backboard. So they've got a tall task ahead. And what they do very well is they put you in isolated pick and roll situations with 6'5 guards, 6'4 guards, and you go down the lane. If you help, then you see guys like Marcus Lee come in and dunk the ball. So it's a challenge for everybody to defend them one-on-one in the pick and rolls and keep them off the glass. And then the other thing is they shoot the ball great, they shoot free throws great. It'll be very, very exciting for both Florida playing Connecticut and Wisconsin playing Kentucky. It'll be a great Final Four. As far as our future is concerned, with Montrezl Harrell, what we're going to look at more than anything else is everybody's coming out now. You wait to see how many 9 players come out with Kentucky to see how it would fall. Kentucky's roster changes the draft quite a bit. So we'll see what happens there. And my advice to Montrez is just relax, enjoy the 2 years you've had here, sit back, and see what happens. The most important thing is if he slips into the 20s, he's going to be drafted by a good team. If you're drafted by a good team, you don't play that much. If you don't play that much, you don't get any statistical things, obviously, to improve your next contract. And that's what a short version of what I said to him, the long version of how he should look at it. Now, if he is drafted, you know, like from 10 to 16, 17, then obviously it's going to be something he'll consider strongly. But if you go into the latter part of the draft and you've got to sit behind somebody, you're better off coming back and trying to be a top 6, 7 player in the draft. That's what I told him. But I don't influence my players in these areas. I really don't. I don't tell them what agents to pick. The only thing I try to get involved in their lives is give them the information, make sure they save their money, let them pick whatever agent they want, make whatever decision they make. But I just give them the information. That's, you know, I never tell a player what to do because that's their life, and I wouldn't want somebody telling me what to do. Questions?
What's your best guess with him, Rick? I mean, as far as
I think he's improved so much. The NBA is everything is about with them. It's now measurements, and the one thing you keep hearing about is length. length with guards, length with forwards. They all talk about length. It's almost become like football, like a combine, you know, and it's gotten that detailed. It's Moneyball, you know. It's all those details, and certainly his measurements are very good in that area. To be honest with you, Russ, I think we're going to be very good with or without him. Now we'll be much better with him because we'll be older and more experienced, but we're still going to be very, very good because our backcourt is good and our front court will improve. Now, we have a lot of unanswered questions with the bigs that we have coming in, and we'll play the toughest schedule. Now, we played 2 or 3 times the number 1, 2 schedule in the nation when we were in the Big East. I think this will beat that. I don't know how you can beat number 1, but I think this could be the toughest schedule we've ever played coming